The capital of Kazakhstan, Astana, is the city of peace and accord. Here, in the center of the Asian region, issues of world social, economic and cultural development are being addressed. Dozens of forums, summits and congresses on crucial international issues were held in Astana. Each of them became a landmark not only for Kazakhstan, but influenced the course of recent world history. This is the program 20 Facts about Astana, and today we'll tell you why Kazakhs from all over the world every 5 years come to Kurultay in Kazakhstan. What issues does the World Association of Kazakhs solve, and what has the Joly program given to our country? Kanat Islam is a Kazakh professional boxer. He has 25 wins in 25 fights, 20 of them by knockout. Winner of the WBO Intercontinental, WBA Featherweighting, WBA Intercontinental and WBO NABO champion belts. By the WBA version, he is on the first place in the world ranking of professional boxers. Kurultay Joly is a Kazakh scientist, director of the Scientific Research Institute of Turkic and Altaic Studies, doctor of philology, academician of the World Academy of Genghis Khan, winner of the Honorable Kurultay Award for his contribution to the field of Turkic studies. Mayra Muhamedkazı is a Kazakhstan opera singer. She is the bel canto queen and the prima of the Theatre Astana Opera, the first and to date the only Kazakh who became a soloist of the Paris Grand Opera. What brings these people together? All three are successful celebrities who have made their name a real brand. All three do what they love, and what is most interesting, all three were born and grew outside Kazakhstan. They are repatriates who at different times have returned to their native Kazakh land and are now performing under our blue flag, glorifying the country for the whole world. All these became possible after Kazakhstan gained independence. In the early 90s, the Soviet Union collapsed and Kazakhstan was taking its first steps as a sovereign republic. In those years, the country was faced with serious challenges, such as not established foreign policy ties, a reform-planned economy in a state of decline, shortage of basic necessities, zero budget. But then exactly the foundation of the future stability of Kazakhstan was laid, and then the first prerequisites for cohesion of the Kazakh people were made. In the autumn of 1992, President Nursultan Nazarbayev called the first World Kurultay of Kazakhs, which was held in Almaty, and from its height a rostrum addressed compatriots abroad with an appeal to return to the historical homeland. Today, according to our estimates, about 5 million Kazakhs live abroad. In the very first years of independence, despite all the difficulties, we did not forget about our compatriots and consistently dealt with their return to the historical homeland. Over 25 years, about 1 million people have returned to Kazakhstan, and we provided them with all the necessary support. The Joly program announced by the president is bearing fruit. For 25 years, over 260 families have returned to Kazakhstan. The majority of returnees, that is 61.6%, came from Uzbekistan, 14.2% are from China, 9.2% from Mongolia, 6.8% from Turkmenistan, 4.6% from Russia, and 3.6% came from other countries. Nowadays, repatriates are full citizens of our country. They were able to realize the ancient dream of their ancestors to breathe the smoke of their fatherland and live freely in their native land. My parents gave me a good start in life. Thanks to them, I understood the most important value, independence. When you are a lack of this value, you feel like an orphan. For freedom-loving Kazakh people, independence has been the highest value at all times. We do not always understand this, but I realized for myself that it is the most important thing. Our fathers and grandfathers never forgot this. but the harsh events of the 20th century forced many to leave their native steppes in search of salvation. First famine, then Stalin's repression, all these forced people to seek shelter in a foreign land, but time, as they say, often sorts things out. A new turning point for Kazakhstan has come, and the young country, led by its leader, first of all returned the migrants to their real motherland, and World Kurultay of Kazakhs had considerable influence in this. The first two Kurultays were held in Almaty and Turkestan, and beginning with the third, Astana has hosted these meetings. The new Kazakh capital repeatedly impressed with its architectural exclusivity hundreds of delegates who came here from dozens of different countries around the world. Admiring the new blocks and sightseeings of the main city of the country, our compatriots living abroad certainly felt pride in their historic homeland. You came to the renewed Kazakhstan. This is Kazakhstan which became part of the world politics, and having united 56 leaders at the same table, presided in the OSCE. This is Kazakhstan which does not want to depend on the raw material economy and develops its own industry. This is Kazakhstan which builds fair and respectable relations with all partner countries. And this is Kazakhstan which thinks about its cultural heritage. Nursultan Nazarbayev proposed implementation of 6 projects within the framework of the World Kurultay of Kazakhs. This is the translation of the 100 best textbooks of the humanitarian direction into the state language, the project's Motherland, Sacred Geography of Kazakhstan, Modern Kazakhstan Culture in the Global World, 100 New Faces of Kazakhstan, as well as the transition of Kazakh alphabet to the Latin script.
Бұл ана тіліміздің жаһандық ғылым мен білімге кірігуін, әлем қазақтарының рухани тұтастығын қамтамасыз ететін бірегей қадам.
This is a step towards integration into the global system of science and education, ensuring our spiritual unity. In the former post-Soviet space, the CIS, we use Cyrillic, our compatriots in China use Arabic literature, our brothers in the West use Latin. It turns out that when we talk we have a common language, but when reading we have 3 different languages. We cannot understand each other. Now we try to study and learn modern science, technology, the internet. It's all based on the Latin alphabet. Translation of the Kazakh language into Latin alphabet will strengthen our unity and spiritually bring us together.
Ғылым мен техникаға, интернетқа үйренуіміздің жағдайы бар, сол үшін оны осы латын әліпбимен жүретінін білесіздер. Көп ұзамай бұл олқылықтар біржолата жою үшін біз жұмыс істеп жатырмыз. Қазақ тілінің латын әліпбиіне көшуі бірлігімізді нығайтып, рухани бізді жақындастыра түседі.
The president also instructed to create an Otanda Star Fund to support compatriots at the state level and the business community. The work of embassies on the preparation of documents and counseling of immigrants to Kazakhstan was strengthened. Particular attention is paid to young people. We must provide support to Kazakhstan youth living in other countries. I instruct the government to increase the quota for education and higher educational institutions by 2 times for our compatriots who came to us from abroad. The government should work out the issue of organizing the training of our compatriots abroad in native language.
Ата жұрттан оқу оқып, арнайы мамандық алуды армандап жүрген жастарымыз да аз емес.
There are a lot of young Kazakhs in Turkey who dream of getting an education in Kazakhstan. The main wealth of a state is its people, and of course, if they come here and get a decent knowledge, they can do a lot for their country. This is a very good and necessary undertaking. We should not forget that young people are our future.
Шетте жүрсек те, біз елімізге еңбек етеміз.
To think about the future, respect the past and traditions, preserve cultural heritage and always strive for new goals, this is the way chosen by independent and peaceful Kazakhstan.